sports have transformed dramatically over the past century, reflecting changes in technology, culture, and society. From neighborhood games to global spectacles, let's explore how our favorite sports have evolved through the decades and what these changes tell us about ourselves. In the early 20th century, sports were largely local affairs. Baseball dominated American culture, while soccer spread throughout Europe and South America. Radio broadcasts in the 1920s transformed sports into national events for the first time. The 1936 Olympics, where Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals, demonstrated how sports could transcend politics during troubled times. By the 1940s, sports served as both distraction and morale booster during World War II, with many athletes trading uniforms for military service. Television revolutionized sports in the 1950s, bringing games directly into living rooms across America. The first Super Bowl in 1967 was broadcast on 2 networks simultaneously. The 1970s saw women's sports gain momentum with the passage of Title IX in 1972, which required equal opportunity in education and athletics. Meanwhile, athlete salaries began rising significantly as broadcast rights became more valuable, turning weekend warriors into full-time professionals. The 1980s and 90s transformed sports into global business empires. Michael Jordan and Nike revolutionized sports marketing, making athletes into worldwide brands. Cable television created dedicated sports networks, with ESPN launching in 1979 and changing how fans consumed sports. The 1992 Olympic Dream Team showcased basketball's global appeal, while soccer's World Cup expanded its reach. Stadium naming rights, luxury boxes, and merchandise sales created new revenue streams, forever changing the economics of sports. The digital revolution transformed sports again in the early 2000s. High-definition broadcasts, instant replay technology, and advanced statistics changed how we watched and understood games. Fantasy sports exploded in popularity, giving fans new ways to engage. Social media connected athletes directly with fans, bypassing traditional media. Meanwhile, analytics reshaped strategy in every major sport, from baseball's Moneyball revolution to the NBA's three-point explosion. Today's sports landscape would be unrecognizable to fans from just 50 years ago. Streaming services have replaced cable as the dominant viewing platform. Esports have emerged as legitimate competitions with professional leagues and massive viewership. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated virtual innovations, from crowd noise simulation to remote viewing experiences. Women's sports have gained unprecedented visibility, though challenges remain. Meanwhile, athlete activism has become more prominent, with sports figures using their platforms to advocate for social causes. Today's sports landscape would be unrecognizable to fans from just 50 years ago. Streaming services have replaced cable as the dominant viewing platform. Esports have emerged as legitimate competitions with professional leagues and massive viewership. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated virtual innovations, from crowd noise simulation to remote viewing experiences. Women's sports have gained unprecedented visibility, though challenges remain. Meanwhile, athlete activism has become more prominent, with sports figures using their platforms to advocate for social causes. From radio to streaming, from amateur to professional, from local to global, sports have continuously evolved while maintaining their essential character. They reflect our values, our technologies, and our social priorities. As we've seen throughout this journey, sports aren't just games. They're cultural institutions that both preserve tradition and drive innovation. What remains constant is their power to unite, inspire, and showcase the best of human potential.